time for another productive day. Wait, when did I open League? Whatever. Teamfight Tactics? Whatever, I'll just, log out. Time definitely just skipped again. It's 7 p.m. now. The sun's setting? When did I start a game?
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
God, please, no! No! I don't like where this is going.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, Yakko!
Hey, what up, man? Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, dude, you won.
Whoa! Have you ever heard of this class called Nobles? Basically, what it does is that you can go.
Sandra versus 3 minions. Never been done before.
She's got it.
I don't know if she does. I'll give her an item. I didn't know that's what it was.
Holy
What is
fuck,
four
Jesse?
Shojins?
What the fuck? There you go, buddy. What?
No.
What? Man, I think I just blacked out there for a second and made a meme-tage or something. Anyway, here's the part of the video where I talk about the game. Welcome to Teamfight Tactics, a loot box skin system disguised as a strategy game. If you're watching this without having any knowledge of League of Legends, don't worry. While it took me a good 4 to 5 years to gain a decent understanding of League, Teamfight Tactics is a completely separate game and the basics can be learned pretty quickly. Alright, for everyone who hasn't played Teamfight Tactics before, here's your super quick rundown. I'm only gonna say this once, so you better take notes because it's gonna be on the final. So you start the game, right, and a carousel shows up.
Whoa. Cool.
You grab a dude with an item. Now you're in your arena. You buy and sell dudes that have similar races and classes so you can get their synergies when you put them on the board. But the amount of units you can put on your board is equal to your level. The rest can hang out on the bench though. Put me in, coach!
Hey, man, put me in.
If you buy 3 of the same unit, they merge into a bigger, stronger one. Big Tristan. And then if you get 3 of the big silver ones, you get a mega 3-star gold one. Big Tristana. Then you use the items that you get from carousels and monster drops to combine them into better items that each do different things. I hope that wasn't too complicated. I mean, it probably was, but now that the basics are out of the way, we can get into the fun part, the builds. While I said you should build synergies so you don't get blasted to a new dimension, your build doesn't exactly have to make sense. Hear me out. Extra crit damage for your assassins? Overrated. Freezing enemies with a glacial buff? You're putting me to sleep here. Knight and noble defenses? I think I'd rather blast my dick clean off. If you know me, you know that I've never been one to care too much about competition in online games, so most of my matches are just me saying fuck it and throwing different items on characters, mixing builds, and seeing what happens. One time I turned Caston into a blade master so he could swing his sword at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and I guess I won that game. Another time I put 2 Seraph's Embraces on a Collie, which should have technically allowed her to use her spell infinitely, but then I figured out that the item was broken, meaning I wasted 4 items. And I still won somehow. I turned Shogath into a sorcerer so he could keep knocking up the entire enemy team, and that one did alright. Then in another game, I proceeded to turn Lulu into an unkillable monster that chain healed my units while knocking up enemies by regenerating mana through increasingly fast attacks. Spear Shojin, baby! And then I played a match where I gave her 2 Spear Shojins. I think this item needs some work. Actually, I think more than a few of the items need some work. You also have to adapt to each game if you want to win in Teamfight Tactics. Does an enemy player have assassins? Move your damage dealers or whole team around so they don't get blasted from behind. Not finding the units that you need early game? Start building other units on the bench so you can switch your build if you need to. Trying to build something other than pirates? Well, too bad, because fuck you, man. No one builds pirates, so here's a bunch of Graves and Tristana in your shop. Here we go again, fellas. Wait, hold on a sec. Apparently, gunslingers are really good on the PvE right now. They keep patching the game faster than I can make this fucking video.
Money on my motherfucking mind. Cut 5 haircuts at the same time. White gold pants, jet ski, middle. Foie gras, bust the valve, and Einstein. Get money.
Money at my motherfucking mouth. A mansion, a ranch, and a camp in a town. The motherfucking store with the floor made of scouts. Body from the block, no got rocks, he got outs. Get money.
I don't want to date this video too much by talking about problems and bugs, but I do want to address a few problems I have with the game. The first is how much damage you can take when you lose a round. You start with 100 health, but if the enemy has a much better team and beats you by a big margin, you can lose upwards of 20 to 30. This results in the feeling of the game being semi-rushed, barring you from saving money and experimenting with your build as much as you might like. Sure, it makes the games quicker, but in my 30 hours of experience with Dota 2 auto chess, I preferred the slightly slower pace. My other main issue is that item drops are pretty bad. While the game would originally just throw items at each player randomly from minions, creating vast item differences, the newest update has added mystery boxes, which also have the opportunity to drop gold. Getting a small amount of gold early game isn't anywhere near as impactful as an item, so I hope this entire RNG-based system gets changed or evened out in the future. It really sucks to get put up against someone in the first round with one of the best attack speed items in the game and 3 other items on their bench while I'm just chilling in the corner with one little sword just twiddling my thumbs. Oh boy, this smells like trouble. So that's about all I have to say about Teamfight Tactics. While the game isn't perfect and you will definitely encounter people that exploit glitches or only build the strongest team compositions they can find online, it's incredibly fun and I look at it the same way I looked at League. I play it for fun. Not every game is going to be a victory if I throw a Spear of Shojin on Rek'Sai while some motherfucker is over here putting a rapid fire cannon on Draven, but most of my games are played with a full lobby of friends and we have a great time bantering and experimenting with new builds. My main hope is that the game continues to get additions and changes semi-frequently so that a defined best few builds don't settle in for too long. If you decide to try Teamfight Tactics or have already gotten addicted yourself, have fun spending copious amounts of money for the chance to get the little legend skin you want. Yes, I said chance. You get them randomly out of eggs. Wait a minute, didn't I already make a video on gacha games? Thanks for watching all the way to the end of the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I spent way too much time working on it and procrastinating playing Teamfight Tactics, but I had a lot of fun making the intro and montage sections, so hopefully the next video doesn't take another 3 weeks. On another note, you should go follow me on Instagram and Twitter at yakkocmn if you aren't already. Okay, that's it. See you soon, bye.